Isaac.
And welcome to Walkmen Comics.
This is a podcast that we're going to be doing about just our comics, other people's comics, just...
Random stuff.
Yeah, we just talk about random stuff.
All the time.
Yeah. So why not put it into a podcast?
Woohoo!
Okay, so...
yeah.
So, we've both been making comics for a while.
Yeah.
I have since I was like 8 years old.
And I've been doing it since I was 13, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's start off with the very first topic for our very first podcast.
Your comics, Isaac. How about you talk about your comics? Give the
I get to go first. I'm so honored.
No, you're not wanted. We just want to get you out of the way, so save the best for last.
No, I said honored.
I know, but I'm saving the best for last.
Okay, cool.
Oh, burn. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I make a comic called Star Heroes, and basically it's about a boy named Asta, and he believes a legend that there were like 4 sort of superhero-ish people who
cool powers and swords and guns and
one of them can like shoot lasers out of his hands. The other
like
guy
Steven
can
Universe and Adventure Time or something in space.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And
extremely weird
yeah.
stuff.
And then in the legend, basically what happened was that they were trying to chase after a bad guy who escaped to the universe that Asta lives in, because they're like in another universe. And then like they haven't gotten back since, and Asta and like 3 other people, June, Sidon, and Trita.
It's Secedon.
That's how you pronounce his name. It's Sidon.
Yes, but he writes SS Eden. Eden.
Sidon. But that's because it's like Poseidon, 2 S's. But anyway.
So? You don't...
Anyway.
Yes, but you don't say Poseidon. Poseidon.
Yeah, that's why you say Sidon.
Yes, but...
Anyway, and just let me talk.
Okay.
So, yeah, they go on a mission to, because there's a structure on the moon of another planet, and, like, it's been photographed, but, like, no one knows knows anything about it, and it's, like, really mysterious. So, yeah, they send 4 people there, and if you don't know this, Pat just like put on a pair of glasses and he looks really weird.
Hey,
no
need to get personal here. You look really weird. The whole world is really tripping out for me right now. Every time I move my head, it looks like the world's shaking.
Okay,
let's take these off because it hurts. My eyes.
So yeah, and then I'm not gonna spoil anything about it because that's enough.
What about World Z?
Yeah, I make another comic called World Z, and it's basically about a guy called Myron, and basically, stop doing that, please. He just grabbed a music stand and, like, shoved it in my face.
Trying to chop off his neck.
So
so
yeah, I make a comic called World Z. It's about a guy called Myron, and he's a part of a gang who does ATM robberies, and they were trying to escape from the police, and Myron goes and hides in an abandoned warehouse.
Escape from the police.
Yeah, to get away from the police, and he discovers a
time cube.
An artifact.
Called the time cube.
Yeah, it's called the time cube.
I want to say.
And it can transport people through time, and it takes him 2,000 years into the future. And he meets this guy. He's like a shark man. And, like, he's an alien, and, there's a stereotype in the future that, like, all humans are part of a gang, and, like, they're bad people.
That are left, at least.
Yeah, there aren't many humans left, and,
yeah, you killed, like, every human.
like, throughout the course of there's this planet known as World Z, and that's where, like, a bunch of people live, and, throughout the course of the comic, they're trying to get away from the government and a gang known as the Stray Gang, who is a gang of humans.
Why do you call them the Stray Gang?
It sounded cool
like
at the time.
Straight Gang.
Yeah.
But it sounds weird when you say it out loud, don't you think? The straight gang.
No, that's not what it's supposed to be.
I know, but it sounds like the straight
Yeah,
gang.
and like both of them are after the time cube. And then finally another one that I make is called Jacob Jody, and it's about
a fun spy comic.
Yeah, it's like a spy comic with lots of humor in it. But it does get a little bit more serious towards the end.
Not really.
No, towards the end it's gonna get more serious.
Okay. He hasn't finished
and
all
a bit
of them
deep.
yet.
Yeah.
All deep and dark, like Batman. No,
yeah,
probably.
that kind of thing. Whatever. Tell us about some of the comics that you make.
Yeah, I make comics as well, but they're
Whoa! Whoa!
Fine, but they're way better than Isaac's.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. They're terrible.
The art is a bit better.
Yes, the art is a bit better. So yeah, my comics. I didn't start writing any good comics till I was 13, so technically last year. I'm 14 now. I started writing one called MMA, Magical Mission Agency, not Martial Arts Fighting Academy.
Mixed martial arts.
Yeah, mixed martial arts. It's not that. I don't care what people say. It's Magical Mission Agency. It is when the world has been dramatically changed by magic, who is there to save them? The MMA protects the Earth from magically enhanced threats. Like there's like the evil guys, the bad guys. There's one called Tombstone, who's just super buff and like puts people in the ground. So he's called Tombstone. There's another one called Burnout. He has tangled with the MMA before. Did not end well for him. He's got a scarred face and he's super short. Like he gets super angry. You talking about my height? I'm gonna kill you.
He's a bit vertically challenged.
There's also one called what was it? One of the other characters, who is introduced in the first volume. I don't want to spoil his name because it took me like 2 weeks to get the name. I'm not joking. Like I've been planning the name for 2 weeks, and it was so good. Like it's like who's that guy in Sherlock Holmes? The bad guy in Sherlock Holmes.
Moriarty.
Yeah, Moriarty. He's like him, but like a nerd.
Yeah.
He's a nerd. He's menacing, but he's a nerd. He's like a really, 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 really big nerd.
You already said that.
Really big nerd.
Yeah.
Then the other main characters that are on the MMA are Brody, Buddy, and Melissa. You learn a bit about their backstories. Brody's and Buddy I haven't really touched on yet, but Melissa, you find out a lot about her in the second volume. At this point in time, I've only written 2.5 volumes so far. I'm almost done volume 3. It's coming out soon to a theatre near you. No, just the website.
We're not that famous yet.
Yep. The other one is A Hero's Guide of Space. When the Milky Way is in danger, who will protect it from cosmic threats? These ragtag team of teens protect the galaxy with a book left by the main character's grandparents, who were taken by space pirates. Ooh,
that's scary.
Why did I do a ghost voice? They sound like arr.
I thought you said, why did I do a goat voice?
Goat voice, no, ghost.
That's what I heard. You're like,
goat.
That sounds like a sheep, not a goat.
Oh, who cares? I haven't heard a goat in a while.
Oh yeah, I used to hear goats. I haven't heard it in a while. But,
yeah.
Back in the day, I used to go out.
Back in the day, where goats bit off my hand. I don't have a hand.
Dark backstory.
That's why I don't like goats.
Yeah. Or ghosts.
Or ghosts, yeah. No one likes ghosts.
Do you not like goats?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Alright.
They're fine. Whoever has a goat for a pet, just don't let them bite your hands. It hurts.
Don't goats like represent the devil? Okay, let's start.
And the final one, How to Survive School. This one took a while to get to because I had gone through this bad phase of writing terrible, terrible comics. Isaac was like, I don't get the point of this. I had to explain it to him quite a lot. There was one called The Laws of Time, a time-traveling one. There's another one called DNA, the better version of Ben 10. I went through a really bad phase.
It's not a phase, it's my life. It's
Very
not a
funny.
phase.
It was really bad. Trust me, it was really bad. Then there was Hero, a guy in Pillowland. You would go colour. You'd lose your vision because there was just so much colour because the pillows were all different colours. People that I showed it to, half of them went colourblind. Where are my eyes? It's so colourful.
That thing. You can't even tell, like, what's what.
There's a lot of pillows since it's in, like, in MMA, since they're all in the same world. And then How to Survive School. This takes place in the real world, where when a group of teens are struggling with school, then blam, all four of them have powers. This won't change anything, will it? So yeah, there's four characters. One is called Pat. I know. Wow. The others are Lizzie. Then there's another one called Peter and Isaac.
Hey.
Yeah, he loves this character that I created. Yes.
Because it's me, I love myself.
Yes. Yes. So Pat is called Bounce. He has been transformed to shoot sonic blasts out of his limbs, shoot hands. So when he punches, it's really cool. Blam! When he can bounce, obviously. He can bounce, obviously. Then there's Cosmic Girl, who suffered a tragic loss. Then there's also who else is there?
Electromagnet.
Electromagnet, yeah. That's Peter. Electromagnet.
That's his name.
Was drinking chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And playing with one of those electric dome thingies. Isaac will put it up when he's editing.
Yeah. It's like one of those domes, or like one of those spheres. Like there's electricity pulsing around it. When you touch the edge of it, the electricity, sort of touches your hand. Yeah. And it looks really cool.
Then it kind of had an outburst of power, and when he was drinking the chocolate milk, it kind of changed him. It's a really bad backstory, origin kind of thing, but I couldn't come up with anything at the time. And then the final one, Isaac, who he loves, is Detective Noir. He has a special case of color blindness where he can only see the world in black and white. Yes, black and white.
Film noir style.
No, it's not filmed. It's not filmed.
No, but
Yeah, I know. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
So these four have to come together because they all discover this drug that's been leaked into the school. It will give you temporary superpowers, but it's extremely dangerous. It can kill you, put you in a coma, or you can lose your hand. I don't know why your hand. I lose an eyeball, but that's a bit dark. Lose your ear or your right butt cheek. Yeah, you lose your right butt cheek if you take the drug.
Totally.
So when you said
What would
the
that
killer,
look
whoa!
What would that look like?
Okay, so you got the butt cheek there, and then it's
Okay, yeah, don't explain it. Don't explain it.
It'd be really weird sitting on the toilet. You'd be kind of curved.
Don't explain it.
It's
Don't
really
explain
weird.
it. Don't.
Okay, now we're on to the Isaac's favorite part of these podcasts.
So basically in every podcast episode, this is really short, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the first episode.
Yeah. So I also forgot to mention this. This is the first episode, so
Welcome
the audio.
To the first podcast.
No, not that. The audio might be a little bit bad because we don't have a microphone or anything. But next episode we might get one.
Yeah, maybe. Or the episode after that, I don't know.
Sometime in the future.
The future!
Back to the Future.
Nah. Morty, we have to go back to the future.
Sound like you said Morty.
No, I don't
like Rick and Morty.
No,
It's
Rick
good.
and Morty. No.
It's good. And dark. And also good.
Let's get to the story,
So,
okay?
So yeah, basically in every podcast we're just going to be both telling a funny story.
Well, one of us will.
Yeah, we'll alternate between who tells it.
Every podcast.
Just to entertain you, so you can enjoy it.
And don't get bored and leave during the podcast.
So yeah. Sometimes. Do you want to sometimes do of them, sometimes do one?
Nah, just one per
Alright,
podcast.
so
Okay, so
this
today...
one has been really short. Can we both tell one?
Okay, fine.
Okay, so you tell yours first.
Okay, so this is how we created the website. Okay, so Isaac and another guy came over for to stay over the night. We watched Riverdale, had a lot of fun, just drawing, and we decided we wanted to work together. So we thought we'd create a magazine, but apparently there's a lot of legal troubles with that. So we just settled for a website.
Yeah.
So yeah, we settled for the website. Then what happened?
So we did the website on site 123, but
yeah,
that's the name of an awful website maker thing.
I don't even know why. We tried Wix first, so
Yeah.
Wix we tried first on my computer.
Yeah.
We waited 2 hours and it was still on the loading screen, so we gave up, went to 123, and we realized we couldn't put our comics on there.
Yeah, or any other videos or anything, just wouldn't go on. So
then we went to, what was it? Wix, we went to Wix again. We left it on all night.
Yeah, the loading screen. It took ages.
We left it on all night. Guess what happened? Nothing happened. It was still on the loading screen by the next morning, and I left it on all night, and it was very hard to get to sleep with that loading screen on.
So I got home the next day, and then I go into Wix and I'm just I might just try this. I don't know if it'll work. So the loading screen takes 10 seconds, and then I spent the next hour just working on the website. And then I just call up Pat an hour later, and I'm just I made the website, and then you were just really angry.
I was just holding my book and I dropped it. I was like,
there we go. He dropped a pen, if you can't tell.
Yeah. I was what? What?
Yeah. At least we got to watch Riverdale.
Yeah, we watched a lot of Riverdale. I think we watched the 11 episodes in 2 days. Less than 2 days, less than 24 hours.
Yeah, so at least we actually enjoyed that time while the thing was loading.
Yeah, we did a lot of drawing as well.
It was good fun.
Yeah. So that's one funny story.
Yeah, my one comes from ages ago
Your
when
childhood.
I was when I was 10 years old, and me and my dad just went to get some supplies for something. I don't even remember what it was, and then we were just having lunch in Starbucks, and then we were sitting in the corner of the wall, and there was a glass window, and my dad was up against the glass window, and I was facing the glass window, I could see out, and then my dad was just sitting there reading the news on his phone, and then and as I was looking out, I noticed there were 4 guys that were 16 years old, I think.
All eating chocolate. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
I wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you weren't even there.
Yeah.
And then basically, they got into a bit of a fight. They weren't it wasn't
Fisticuffs fighting. Boom, boom, boom.
It wasn't anything too major, but some people started backing away, and then
I'm not getting into this. Whoa, back up.
Yeah, that kind of. Yeah, and then they started just fighting a bit, and then it ended up in one of the guys just kicking the other dude in the stomach. Oof. I don't know how he did that. He moved his leg really quickly.
Oof. Just went oof, 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 oof. That sounds really weird.
Yeah. And then he's oh, I could see the reaction. It was very very spicy, and then
why did you say spicy?
That's just the first word that came into my head.
Wow.
So and then it ended up a few minutes later, the guy that kicked the other guy got arrested, and my dad didn't notice any of it because he's still reading on his phone.
Why?
Well, he couldn't hear them.
Did you at least tell him? And he's oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't want to do that because that it would be pretty funny if he never realized.
Yeah, well, why didn't you? You gotta ask him. Anyway, Now we're gonna be talking about the future of Walkman comics.
Yeah, just to finish it off.
Right now we're starting on a collab comic.
Don't know what to call it yet.
But it's basically, three teenagers, are online investigators. When a friend of theirs goes missing, they start looking into it and get into a lot of serious trouble. It's kind of like Riverdale, but cooler.
That's what you.
I don't know how
it's
that's
like
possible.
Ben 10, but cooler. It's like Riverdale, but cooler.
I don't know how it can be cooler than Riverdale, but it does turn out.
You really like that, don't you?
What? Saying it's like it, but cooler.
They really like Riverdale.
Oh yeah, I love Riverdale. It's based on the Archie comics, and the first Archie comic I read was I think them teaming up with Kiss, and there was a witch that got trapped. Kiss were just teaming up with them, and they had to go into a fight. I'm like, what? What's happening? What?
Maybe if you're a long-time fan of it, then you'd understand.
You would understand, but I'm like, what?
Yeah, probably all the long-time fans watching this or listening to this are just
these two are idiots.
Yeah, how do they not know what's going on?
Yeah, well, I got it when I was I don't know, 5 or 7 or something. I was pretty young. I had just.
You wouldn't be 5.
I don't know. I got it when I was pretty young. I probably 12 or something. Where were we? So these three teens are in a town on a mountainside. There's two parts of the town. There's this huge bridge in between them, though, and it's right next to a highway, but no one goes on this highway. They're very outcast, but they've had a lot of time to build up their technology. They get on lots of crazy adventures. It's quite cool.
Yeah.
What else are you planning for your characters, anyway, Isaac?
Well, I'm writing the story, so he's doing the art.
Yes, because I'm amazing at art. No, I'm just bragging now. I'm not really that good.
You're better than me. That's why I'm writing the story and you're doing the art.
Yes, because he can write, I can't.
So, basically there's two sort of separate towns, and they're connected by a bridge which goes over a really low valley, and there's the bad side and the good side, kind of.
Well, you know how in Riverdale there's South Side Serpents, and then there's the happy side. Yeah. Well, it's not really happy after what happens, of course.
Yeah,
I won't spoil it in case no one's seen it, but it's
dark.
Yeah, it gets dark.
Yeah.
It gets pretty dark. Anyway, so, Isaac, what have you got planned for the, star heroes and all those characters? Anything planned?
I really do not want to. I have lots planned, but I don't want to spoil it. You have to experience it yourself.
Wow.
Wait,
cliffhanger for your characters. Well, no, it's okay. So my characters, I'm leading MMA down quite, a dark path right now, but don't worry, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel, as people say. A Hero's Guide of Space is quite adventurous. They are just trying to protect the Milky Way, but they will start running into trouble soon with running out of food. Just wanting to relax every now and then when they have to go fight a space battle, and then there'll be some backstories what's Sam's backstory. He's the blue tech head guy. What is the main character's backstory? What is the dog's backstory? There'll be lots of backstories.
Yeah.
Then there is How to Survive School. I've just started this one, so it's fairly new, but yes, they are starting to they're going up the ladder. So I've designed it. How to Survive School, the drug is looking like a porn figure on a chess set. Yes, a porn figure on a chess set, and then the next one will be the castle, the bishop or the knight, then it'll be the queen and the king.
That's interesting, I like that.
Yeah, it goes up in chess pieces. I kind of got the idea from Luke Cage, but Luke Cage didn't make it clear enough, so I'm trying to make it really clear in the comics.
So
that's what I've got planned. So let's wrap this up now.
So Do you want to just talk about some other random thing, or?
Nah, let's
Okay.
cut this. Thanks for tuning in or watching this.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing loads more episodes of this.
Bi-weekly, probably, or...
Yeah, that means every 2 weeks. Not many people will know what that means.
So, thanks for listening. See ya.
See you later.